Good afternoon, my dear students. Okay, welcome to the new lecture. In this class, we will discuss about continuity equation in 2D. This continuity equation in 2D we will discuss. In the last class, we discussed about types of flows and fluid statics also completed. Kinematics is started. In the kinematics, types of fluid flows we discussed. And in this class, we will discuss about continuity equation. The continuity equation simply states that the rate of fluid enters the flow, that means amount of fluid entering at this point, that means entrance, must be equal to the rate of fluid leaves about the pipe. Okay, if there is no source and sink in the pipe, source and sink in no sense. For example, if you take sun is a source, earth is a sink. Sun is giving enormous amount of energy that is taken by the sink and earth. But in this case also you can take source as a water tank. Somewhere here is water tank, that is called source. But until unless there is a source and sink, you have a pipe of different cross section or equal cross section, vice versa. If you have a different cross section here, if you observe the area of cross section is different, A1 which is more, the area of cross section A2 is less. But the velocity here, that means the speed here, that means velocity here is less. And here it is high velocity. This also shows the best example for this. We observe whenever you are interested to send your water from one place to another place at high pressure, that means you are gardening, you are using pipe for gardening of trees, plants. The plants are somewhat far away. Then what you will do generally, you will increase by decreasing the area of cross section. So with this we can say when area of cross section is different, your speed is varying. But whereas the discharge of this position and discharge of this position is same. Okay, discharge means the fluid flowing for particular time. Okay, that we will see detail. Coming to this, actually this is equation based on conservation of mass. Here, because your total mass is same, it entrance and exit. So according to the conservation of mass neither be created nor be destroyed. Like a conservation of energy, similarly conservation of mass, it neither be created nor be destroyed during this portion. That means whatever the fluid coming, same fluid is going out. So at the entrance, you have area 1, v1 velocity. That means if I write change of mass, rho v1, that means rho into a1 v1 into delta t. Delta t indicates in this particular time, if mass is flowing, that means the fluid is flowing. Similarly, you can write here, then you will get it is rho into a2 v2 into delta t. Your time is same in both the cases because it is measured in 10 seconds. Like here also 10 seconds, here also 10 seconds. Time is same. Similarly, type of fluid flowing in the pipe is same. It enters and exit. That means your density is same. Okay, it's clear. So rho is same and the delta t is same. And what are the different variables we have, that is area and velocity. If you observe area and velocity here and area and velocity here is different. So first I'll take this instant and first instant and it is second instant. So about first instant and second instant, the discharge means the product of area and velocity at first instant, that means q is equals to a1 v1, and the second instant q2 is equals to a2 v2. So from this I can write q1 is equals to q2. This is continuity equation. Okay, I hope it's clear. Based on that, we have some problems that we will see now. Okay, coming to the problem, he's saying the diameter of pipe at section 1 and 2. There are two sections. You only saying clearly. Let me draw a pipe. This is a pipe. In this pipe, let's take this section 1 and somewhere here section 2. At section 1, your diameter is 10. Your diameter is 10 centimeters, which is equals to 0.1. meters, and at section 2 your diameter is 15 centimeter, which comes out to be 0.15 meters. Now at section 1, see what is asking, find the discharge through the pipe. The velocity of water flowing through the pipe at section 1 is 5 meters per second. He is saying whatever the fluid is coming here at 5 meters per second it is coming. So he is asking what is the velocity at exit. So I hope you understood. It is very simple problem. It's a basic problem. Let's consider this is first instant and second instant. So if you observe at first instant or at case 1, area 1 and V1, that means Q1, discharge 1 must be equals to A2 V2. Okay, or you may write it as Q, because I need not to write again and again. So from 1 and 2 I can write clearly the product of area and velocity at first instant and second instant is same according to the continuity equation. Now first we can calculate area 1. What is area 1? It is circular pipe. He mentioned it is a pipe. Pipe is circular in cross section. So pi by 4 into d square. D square is 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter means, so if you convert 10 centimeter, one second, let me erase this part. Yeah, pi by 4 into d is 10 centimeter, that means 0.1 square, which comes out to be, let me use calculator, 0.07854 meter square. Similarly, area 2 is equals to pi by 4 into, what is diameter? 0.15 square. So if you solve this, it comes out to be 0.0178 meter square. Now, just substitute these variables in the equation 1. You can consider this as equation 1. If you substitute these variables in the equation 1, so area 1 is 0.78. Simply we can write this in another way as equation. So A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2 is our equation 1. From this I am writing V2 is equals to A1 V1 by A2. What is A1? Already you know. Just substitute that 0.0078, actually it is 0.007854 by 0.017 into V1 velocity is given to you in the question, that is 5 meters per second. So if you substitute V2, it comes out to be 2.2 meters per second. So as we discussed, your area of cross section is increased. So parallelly your velocity will decrease. Okay. If you observe at first instant, area of cross section is less. That's why high velocity. It has 5 meters per second. When you compare with 5 meters per second with 2.2 meters per second, the velocity at second junction is decreased because of increasing area of cross section. I hope you understood that problem. We'll go to next problem. This is somewhat not difficult. Some logic is there in this. That's it. That we'll see now. Coming to this problem, what he's saying, there is a pipe, a big pipe, 30 centimeters, conveying water. So water is flowing inside the pipe. He's saying branches into two pipes. At some instant, it is became two branches, like a canal. It is divided into two canals. Okay, in general, what will happen? Let it is the Shabari river, it is Pranahita Chevella river, mixing and becoming Godavari. So like this, okay. Basically, this pipe is divided into two portions with the help of a V bend. Okay, he is saying two branches of diameter 20 centimeter and 15 centimeter. The diameters of that two pipes is 20 centimeter and 15 centimeter. If the average velocity in the 30 centimeter pipe is 2.2 meters per second. So the velocity in this pipe is mentioned to you, and find the discharge of the pipe. So he's asking what is Q, how much discharge is happening in the pipe. Also determine the velocity of in 15 centimeter pipe. This is 15 centimeter pipe. He's asking what is the velocity in the 15 centimeter pipe. That means V3 is question mark. Okay. If velocity of 20 centimeter pipe is 2 meters per second, he's saying this velocity is 2 meters per second. So we know whatever the discharge, let it is first in second and this is third pipe. Whatever the discharge Q1 is separated into two parts. That means Q3 plus Q3. That means the discharge, total discharge, whatever the fluid here, that fluid only divided into two branches. So we can write Q1 is equals to Q2 plus Q3. So from this, first I have to calculate Q1. So Q1 is written as area 1 into velocity 1. So what is area 1? This simple circular pipe. So you may ask doubt why pipe is always circular. He is saying diameter. That's why I'm taking it as circular. Pi by 4 into diameter is how much? 0.3 meters, because your velocity given in meters per second. That's why I'm converting into. So first velocity we'll write directly because it's very simple for calculation. Velocity is 2.5. Then you will get Q1. Q1 is comes out to be 0.1767. So what will be the units? Meter cube per second. You can check the units. Q is equals to AV. Area I have meter square into velocity is meters per second. So total units comes out to be meter cube per second. Now check remaining problem. Now any doubt in this? I hope no. If any doubt, we'll discuss in the common hour. Need not to worry. So Q2, you write this is second pipe where you know velocity and diameter. So same fashion I will write pi by 4 into d square is 0.2 square into velocity is 2 meters per second. So if you solve Q2 is you will get in the calculator. Let me use calculator. Yeah, it comes out to be 0.0628 meter cube per second. Now from the equation 1, you can calculate Q3. Okay, Q3 is equals to Q1 minus Q2. So Q1 I know, which is 0.1767 minus 0.0628. You do this, then you will get discharge in the third bit, that is Q3, which comes out to be 0.0 sorry 0.1139 meter cube per second. Now what we have to do? Q3 originally it is A3V3. So A3 is, we know, that is pi by 4 into diameter is 15.15 square into V3. Okay. Now from this V3 unknown, V3 is comes out to be 6.44 meters per second. It's a simple calculation. Q3 I know. A3 I know. V3 unknown. Just we substitute, then you get velocity in the third section. So it is 6.44 meters per second. And velocity is given. With this problem is over. We'll go further for next problem. We check this is exercise problem. Hope you can solve this, but for the benefit of remaining students, I'll try to explain. He's saying there is a 40 centimeter diameter pipe. There's a pipe whose diameter is 40 centimeter, conveying water, and it is also divided into two sections of diameter 30. This diameter is 30 and this diameter is 20. Okay, and respectively. If the average velocity in the 40 centimeter pipe is 3 meters per second, is saying the velocity in this pipe is 3 meters per second. Find the discharge of the pipe. Q is equals to question mark. Also determine 20 centimeter velocity pipe. What is velocity in this pipe? That means let's take this third as like earlier, it is second and it is first. So he's asking V3. If 30 centimeter pipe, 30 centimeter diameter pipe is flowing at 2 meters per second. Okay. Now let me solve this question. Same question. Hope you will solve this. Even I'll explain how to solve once again. Q1 is equals to Q2 plus Q3, because this branch, whatever the fluid here, that only branched into two portions, divided into two portions. So from this I can write A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2 plus A3 V3. Now if you write Q1, which is equals to A1 V1, which is equals to pi by 4 into diameter is 0.4 square into velocity is 3. So if you do use calculator for this, you will get 0.3769. Similarly, Q2 you can write pi by 4 into diameter is 0.3, because 30 centimeter 0.3 meters into 2, it comes out to be 0.1413. Now from equation 1, I can write Q1 is equals to Q2 plus Q3. From this, what I need, Q3 is needed. So Q3 is equals to Q1 minus Q2, Q1 minus Q2. You substitute all the variables, Q3 you will get Q3 is equals to 0.2356 meter cube per second. Now Q3 already I know, which is equals to A3V3. A3 is pi by 4 into diameter is given to you, which is 20 centimeter, that means 0.2 meters into V3, and Q3 is known to you 0.2356. From this we can write V3, so we will get V3, which is equals to 7.2 meters per second. Let me check answers with the solved question. You can check what is asking. Total discharge satisfied, it's 0.3769 discharge in the pipe 1, as well as velocity 7.5 meters per second. So velocity 7.5 meters per second. With this, I am closing today's lecture. In the next lecture, we'll discuss about continuity equation in 3-dimensional. Thank you, one and all.